So the other part that I think people get, they focus on the wrong things, at least the outside looking in, the critics of working on speed, is they always want to focus on splits, right? Saying that they're irresponsible. What are your guys' feelings on that, right? For example, in my own practice, I've got a pretty fast draw. You know, when I dry fire, I put the par time at 0.6. I get it sometimes, but it's not about getting a 0.6. It's about getting the CNS and everything there from a concealed appendix draw at 0.6. My split times, on a good day, I'll tickle 15s, but I'm usually 17, 18, sometimes a 20 guy. But for me, a fast draw gives me the luxury, right, of more comfortable splits. That's me. What do you guys think about that?
I think we kind of feel the same way. What makes a fast shooter is, what we've seen. If you have to remove Jerry Micklick out of this statement because he's a freak of nature, but no one is really pulling the trigger from an avid shooter to the best guys in the world. No one's really pulling the trigger that much faster than anyone else.
Yeah.
What the difference in times and the difference in a fast shooter versus a slow shooter is all the things that aren't shooting. And that's where we talk about stealing time. I would love to see guys get that gun out and up in front of their eyes in 0.7 seconds and then have almost half that amount of time to refine a sight picture to make a shot. And I think, though, a lot of what people see, and they see on the internet, and I believe this, and I know this is a horrible statement, but like Instagram is just ruining gunfighting one video at a time.
Yeah.
It's because it can be whatever you want it to be. It could be a million takes. It can be anything, and a lot of the information is good, but it also, you're looking at one exercise or one drill that a guy did, and typically he's not putting his worst one on Instagram. So you want to have the right frame of mind when you're training on what those times are, like what can you actually accomplish in 2 seconds?
Yeah.
With at whatever your distance is, and what you can do at 2 seconds at, kind of close in CQB distances at 3 yards is going to be a lot different than what you can do at 15 yards. It can be, and then you start partialing those targets, making harder shots, lower percentage shots, then that affects the time too. But understanding all that is really what you need, and in my opinion, for gunfighting to become, a competent gunfighter. And practical shooting has all that stuff.
Right. Agreed. And there's no escape. It is on your permanent record.